arrows as you're gonna fling at me.
Nope, you're fine.
Okay.
Hey guys, this hallway looks like a great place to rest for an hour.
So Meha, do you go
I'm
towards
not
the
going anywhere. If he
screaming
decides
Warforged?
he wants to pick me up, he can. I'm not talking to the Warforged right now. I'm
By
gonna
the way,
shoot
you
him.
need to pick up Meha. She's refusing to move, and we'll just sit there until she dies.
There's not anything else this way, right?
No,
There's just a wall? Okay.
those are walls. I apologize. Let's make that a little bit easier for you guys. You should be able to see actual concrete wall now.
Yep.
Dead. Alright. I'll go get her if you get the other.
Okay.
Oh, walk my butt out. Walk out.
Alivor, I think we found a secret passageway and maybe a small area for us to rest in for a period of time. Away from these corpses.
That is great, but I heard Baldric scream. What happened?
Apparently there's a
You'll be
trap hallway.
fine.
As he comes back into the room, you can see arrows sticking out of his chest.
There's more enemies in there? Now there's zombies
No.
shooting arrows?
Trapped hallway. He was stupid and just plunged on it.
And you want to rest in the trapped hallway?
I want to rest before the trapped hallway.
You know what? Fine. I'll rest in the hallway with you guys if Baldric guards us.
That should be able to be arranged.
Alright. Well, Miha, would you like to come
Don't
with us?
fucking touch me, you tin bucket piece of crap laden
Rusty
shit
cod
bucket.
piece! Rusty cod piece!
Rusty cod piece.
There you go.
Oh, damn. Probably missed that one.
What were you
Unless
trying
you
to do?
roll worse. Just pick her up.
Are you actively trying to avoid him, Meha?
Yes, but I've been hurling, so
What's your normal AC?
14.
Then yes, you do miss even with the fact that she's hurling and on the floor.
Oh,
Tin can
try
bucket
again
of
while she's screaming.
crap and shit, and you're ugly, and I hate you. And
If she's not going to actually attack back, then it's just a matter of time before you're able to pick her up and start carrying her.
Yeah, I'm too weak right now. I'm angry. I'm just angry and like flapping at him.
Okay. You successfully pick her up and are able to carry her into the hallway.
Alright. Well, along the way, I'm going to carry her over the cauldron.
I
Of course.
just started.
What do you intend to do? You're going to try and walk over the cauldron that's, like at
Well-
the height of the altar?
I assume that I'm like carrying her with my hands.
Probably, unless you
So I-
put her in your backpack that you have.
No, if she's squirming and being annoying, I'm just gonna carry her. So I'm gonna just carry her and just hold her over the cauldron as I walk by.
You're such a terrible protector.
Yeah, she yelled at me,
Alright, keep going.
Oh,
and then
What were you
Oh,
trying to do?
to roll for myself to see something.
Keep going.
yeah, I'm just gonna continue to go that way, and then
I
yeah.
pass out when I see the cauldron.
Alright, well, you're getting an hour rest, and we're taking a 3 to 5 minute break.
Okay.
So,
Can we
quick
go ahead and
dive.
roll for regaining hit die?
We'll do that when we get back.
Okay.
Sweet.
Alright,
Shane.
so-
Yo,
As one final thing before we go, I am going to put the rope around the thing and pull it back to block that door, in case anything decides to fucking come at us.
roll the strength.
There you go.
Success.
There, door's blocked.
Okay. So we're gonna take a quick 3 to 5 minute break. Get yourself a drink, snack, whatever. Go use the bathroom. But we'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes. Any questions, comments, or concerns, or anything you'd like to tell the DM or any of us? There's an email at the top of the screen right now. You can come. Well, you can come. Yeah. Totally not sexual. You can mail us there. But we'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes, guys.
All right.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Has there been anybody posting anything in the chat?
Nope, not in a while.
I
Are
think
you checking your email to see if you're getting any emails?
I am.
Good boy.
Well, I love people who have ideas about, things for the game, who have comments. It gives me something that I can use to work on.
And I love you.
I love you too. I Oh, so who's back? And who am I
I'm back.
missing?
Minion's back.
Greg's here.
I'm here.
Good, good.
Miko, why didn't you save me? I had like one failure in my saving throw.
Sorry, I don't heal people.
You bitch.
I know.
She is only deeps.
I
all she
only
will
do
play.
these.
What happened?
That is pretty much all your roleplay.
Shut up!
What?
Let's see. Rogue Bard, Rogue, Rogue,
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer, another Rogue, Rogue Bard.
Wizard
Hey,
for one game.
Yeah.
Greg, just remember when I hit level 3, I'm not going the combat style of Bard.
Yeah.
I'll pick up more healing spells.
Spellcasting. Woo.
Yep, I'll pick up more heals then.
Hey, can you answer my question real quick? Level 75 Northrend, where should I be?
Sholazar, I want to say?
Basin? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sholazar's 75.
Sholazar or Zuldrak. Zuldrak starts at 74.
Because then when you hit 77, you go up to the place next to
Stomachs.
Ice Crown, and then 78 you get Ice Crown.
Yeah, you want Zuldrak will probably be a little bit easier for you.
Yeah, Zuldrak's more streamlined.
Okay.
Sholazar's more run around everywhere and find random quests and then kill 300 of everything out there.
Alright, I'm sorry, which is the one that's more streamlined?
Sholazar
is
base.
over on the
yeah,
Zuldrak.
sorry, Zuldrak. Yeah,
It's over on the right.
it's just above Borean Tundra, I do believe,
It's-
or Howling Fjord, whichever
right.
one's on the right side.
No, Zuldrak is above the Grizzly Hills.
Yep.
Okay. Because I'm doing level
Howling
7.
Fjord's on the right. Borean Tundra's on the left.
I'll go to Zuldrak now, because I'm doing level 75.
I'm having problems getting onto WoW right now. Wanted to check my freaking garrison quests.
You know
but-
what it told me earlier? I was not connected to battle.net, but I'm still playing.
I do apologize. Is Julia back?
Yeah. Yeah, she's back.
Yeah.
I would like to go ahead and get started because that's been
Alright.
the 2 to 5
Yeah.
minute mark.
Yep, good.
Okay. Short rest, an hour.
During our hour
rest.
rests, I pull out my. Did I actually buy that? Yes, I did. My viol, and I play a soft, slow, somber tune that is backed a little bit by my fear from almost just dying back there.
I do want to make sure, real quick, while we get started. Tell me where it gets too loud.
You're good right there, Shane.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone can still hear me just fine.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
I'm
So you
basically
play a
doing.
somber tune?
I'm basically doing Song of Rest.
I get it.
Mhm.
As the elf, the half elf,
Half elf.
as the half elf pulls out his viol, he begins playing a song, and everyone feels as if they can relax more easily now. In doing so, you are able to add a certain amount of HP to your dice.
It's a 1d6.
It's an extra d6 of free healings.
Yay. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll both of since the d6 of free healing, I'm gonna go spend one hit die first. And you want us to roll our hit die or just take the max?
You can go ahead and take the max for your resting out of combat.
Okay.
That's the 6.
So you
it's
get
just
6 from Falivor, and then whatever your hit die actually is. You do have to spend a hit die though.
Yep,
Okay.
which is what I'm doing. Takes me back to 15 health.
So if you have a D8 hit die, that means you gained 14 HP.
And I'm back to full. And I regain both my spell slots.
You forgot what I am.
Do you regain spell slots from short rests?
He does.
Warlocks do.
You do. Okay, I don't. Never mind. Mine's daily.
You're a bard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're daily right now.
I would
Okay.
8.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend one.
Okay. And this is why 5th edition makes it easy. Now normally you would be rolling, but that was a pretty tough encounter that I had you guys fight.
And we did wonderfully during it, Shane.
You did very good.
Except for
It's
me.
mine as well.
Shane, am I gonna have any permanent scarring from the bite marks on my face?
No, that one didn't actually get to do anything to permanently harm you.
Okay.
And so Miha, you should have healed if you healed one of your hit die. You have a D8,
Yeah.
Plus a
so you also
D6.
got a free 6 on top of that. So
Thanks
a
to me.
total of healing of 14.
Yeah, but that puts me back to top. Or not top. 14, 9. I was at 3.
Okay, so you add 8 more, so you're at 17.
17, yeah. So yeah, pretty much back to top.
Yeah.
Good.
If you ever want to just add a total, you just click your red bar and then you type plus and then the amount that you're gaining, and it'll add that to your pool.
Ah.
Alright, as such, you have rested for an hour. Everyone seems to have recuperated quite well. What is your next course of action?
We're going to investigate the hallway that we now know is trapped.
Excellent. Good job, Baldric, on finding the trap.
Yes.
You're still
That
a
sounds
stupid
very
tin
weird.
can.
So
Yeah.
I am going to slowly walk down the hallway investigating for a trigger for a trap.
Okay. We'll roll for you. I'll do it.
Okay.
What do you add to your investigate?
Investigation that's intelligence, right?
Yes.
I add 2.
Sweet. You find nothing. You find nothing. You find nothing.
Zenthir, wait. I don't think you should go any farther.
Okay.
That's about where I got shot.
The hallway is, in fact, 10 feet wide.
So knowing that this is around the area where he got shot, can you roll with advantage to find the trap?
No.
No? Okay. So, but I still don't see anything at this point.
You still have seen nothing at this point.
Anybody else want to check from this point forward?
Oh, look.
I'll stay back here. I've had enough trauma for today.
What's your investigation roll?
4.
Okay. You see nothing. Because I'm
Oh, we
rolling
have-
for you guys.
Alright.
You see nothing.
Both of us?
Zenthir.
Mhm.
You see something out of the ordinary in along the tiles next to Meha, which would be directly in front of you.
Okay.
Such
Do not
as
move
right
from
there.
that spot. I
Meha
seem
is
to have found
standing
something here.
next to them and seems to have no issues.
You appear to be in a safe spot, but right in front of me is something that appears that may trigger an issue.
Hmm.
Does anyone
Baldric,
have
come
any
step on
thieves'
this.
tools?
I do
I
not.
do.
Would you like to attempt to disable the trap?
Yes.
Okay. You are proficient with thieves' tools as a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
You add your proficiency modifier and, investigation.
I also want to say that she doubled up on thieves' tools.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, that's on her to remember. You just
No,
have
I
to
did.
tell
No,
me.
I didn't. Did I? I took the expertise times 2. With a sleight of hand and the perception is what I did.
Okay.
Look at my thing. I'm looking at my thing. I'm looking at my sheet now.
Okay.
It says you said that, so that'd be 6.
You pull out the tools and you find exactly where the spots are with the help of of Zenthir, and you are able to pry a couple of the tiles up, and you see that there is a very small trip sensor on there. No matter how hard you try, though, you're not able to actually disable them, but you now have them easily marked to where you can get around them because it's a simple process.
All right.
Alright, so don't step in this square.
I'm gonna continue following
Go
them.
ahead. Keep looking.
Malabar, are you following?
Yep.
Okay. Meha, you find nothing. And as you move closer, you find yourself approaching what looks to be a door! Can you see the door?
No.
No.
Nope.
That's what
I vaguely see something on the north.
I've got nothing. Sorry.
That's so
Yeah,
weird.
The north wall concrete's just slightly different.
Yeah, right there is just very, very slightly different.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
It should be this brown thing right there.
There's no brown thing
There's
Right
there's
here?
no brown.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. I can see it on my screen, but you guys can't see it on yours.
Mm-mm.
All right, so door.
There's a door there. So. Fine. Let's fix that then, shall we?
there. On the fly DMing.
There's now a
Miha.
door.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the door. But
There's a door.
There's now a door.
There's a terrifying brown line of death.
There you go.
A giant turd.
Shane drew a brown line on the map.
Congratulations. It's door now.
So Miha, Zenthir, may I?
Knock yourself out.
Let's check the rest of the hallway for traps before you
No,
charge
go
the
ahead.
phone.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
wait.
Do it.
I checked the rest of the hallway for traps, square by square.
I really don't get why Meha is so upset at Baldric, besides the
Carrying over the cauldron.
Cauldron, because she was already upset with him to begin with.
Because he perfectly brought a dead body over to me.
Oh
In the cauldron.
So I checked the rest of the hallway for traps.
You find nothing along your way.
Okay, Baldric, now you may go.
All right.
Knock, knock.
I'm going to pull my hand back, my
Wait,
right hand.
I have a better idea. Do not do that. Back up.
And Baldric sighs unhappily.
Because I hate traps.
I'm still going to continue to pull my hand back and then quickly knock on the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Very softly.
The door is slightly ajar and opens up into a room.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna use Mage Hand to open the door. Fuck traps. Open this from 15 feet away and have the Mage Hand open it.
All right.
Loot!
I'm going to step into the door and just put my hands around my mouth and just scream, "Anyone home?"
Echo, 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 home, home, home. You whore, you whore, you whore. What? I'm sorry.
You're an idiot!
You're an idiot. In the center of the room, you find a very large pile of what looks to be gathered gear, loot, and supplies, likely from the travelers that seem to have died and been brought down here, or murdered and brought down here. As you rifle through this, somebody else will actually have to write this down because I'm not going to just send it to you.
Yeah, hold on.
I've got it.
Okay.
There's a you can find there's a lot of just pretty standard gear, many different kinds of simple weapons, javelins, clubs, quarterstaffs. You know, the stuff that most people would carry to protect themselves. There's a bunch of different types of light armor of varying sizes. There's also varying medium armors as well. So if somebody needs an armor, here's your chance to get it.
Okay.
As well, a couple of suits of chainmail and ringmail are available.
Okay.
There's also a slew of one-handed martial weapons, and just some pretty standard gear for traveling, such as backpack, water skins, ropes, bedrolls, stuff along those lines. Nothing impressive.
Well, we should probably take these and then leave town as fast as we can.
I'd have to look over my character sheet and see what I'm proficient in, but I'll probably be upgrading a few things.
As you actually, pull things aside and, find gear and stuff, you find some other things that seem to be pretty unique. One of the sets of clothing that you find actually has what looks to be a slip of paper and intelligence, or if there's a geography.
It'd probably be knowledge, history. I don't think there's a local anymore.
I thought there was a local. Either way, it's a base intelligence roll.
Okay,
So
I'll do that.
you can go ahead and roll intelligence.
$15.
15. You're able to recognize what this item is. Looks like it's a receipt of deposit for a bank. The bank, though, appears to be located in the city of Virtol. As you think,
What?
Virtol, Virtol.
Okay.
The total receipt appears to be for 1,500 gold, which is a very hefty sum. But as you think on the city of Virtol, you realize that it is located in the country of Kelwar, which is approximately 1,500 miles north of the Kingdom of Forest, which is what you're currently in.
Okay.
If you guys make good time, it would take over 2 months to even get to Virtol.
Gotcha. I am still gonna keep that receipt.
As well, in the same pocket with the receipt of deposit is a piece of crystal. Seems to be pretty dull. Go ahead and roll intelligence. Anybody who sees him hold it up.
Yep. Not me. This is an
Okay.
ugly crystal.
You did hold it up, right?
Intelligence.
Yes.
Okay. Not me.
Neha knows what it is.
I decline.
You decline.
Yeah, I'm not rifling through all this treasure. As long as there's nothing I need from it, I don't need treasure.
Okay. Meha, you're not able to. You don't know what it is, but you get a pretty good feeling that it's because it is crystal. It's probably valued anywhere around 8 to 10 gold. Probably 10 gold is what a fair price you could get for it.
Alright.
But I do recognize that it's some form of gem, right?
It's crystal. It's not really a gemstone.
I think what was it, Dryad we were after? Dryad tears? Yeah. I think the Dryads would like that.
That's very possible. We will keep it.
Does anybody else look through it? Through the pile of stuff?
Me.
All right, Meha. As you rifle through it, you find a couple of more pretty weird items before we get to the actual treasure. Along in that, you find what looks to be a rope necklace from which dangles 4 mummified elf fingers.
Oh, I fling that just wildly.
The fingers kind of snap against the wall. As well, in the same, what looks to be like pouch that they're kept in, you find a very small shard of obsidian. And as you pick it up, you get it feels warm. It's a nice kind of warm, almost like this was something that somebody would have used to, put against their back to help relieve some tension. Your previous roll will be sufficient. While it continually feels warm to the touch, you wouldn't necessarily say it's magical, but you could probably sell it if you wanted to for about 15 gold pieces.
All right.
And I'm keeping notes on all this.
Okay. Zenthia, are you? Excuse me. Falavor, are you
Falavor.
searching?
Yes.
Along with the weird things, all of you are able to find a collection of coins throughout all the gear. When you pull it all together, it comes out to be you find 90 gold pieces, 154 silver pieces, 281 copper pieces.
Okay.
Meha,
Yes.
one of the things you found was a small pouch. As you pick it up, it feels very light. But if you open it, you find what look to be small slivers of emerald, almost as if they were cut into tiny little slices. And you're able to guesstimate that they're probably valued about 10 gold piece each. Each one has a very rich color, though. This may be somebody who had also heard the story of the gemstones being a way to gain entrance to a Dryad's glade. I may have carried it with them.
Okay.
Falavor,
Mm-hmm.
you find a hilt from a broken sword. It is beautifully crafted, and imprinted upon the pommel are the initials ID.
You said it
Roll
was a sword
history.
hilt?
Sword
Roll
hilt, correct.
history. Roll.
You can also, if you show it to anybody, and you have to actively show it to them, they can roll as well.
Yeah, I hold it up and it's got a weird, it says ID on it. And that was history, which I get half value for, so +1.
Good roll. Anyone else gonna roll along?
I already
Yeah.
got an 8.
Oh, you got an 8. I'm so sorry.
It's history, right? I don't have anything for that.
You still had your intelligence modifier.
18.
18. Meha and Falavor, you're able to gather this knowledge. ID is the stamp of one of the greatest blacksmiths in history. He or she, because their actual gender has been lost in time, was said to be the physical manifestation of creation itself in the world.
I'll hold on to this. You probably wants it returned to him or some ancestor of some sort.
Because you got 20 Falavor,
Mhm.
you know that ID stands for Ith Drepnik,
Okay.
which, if you'd like, I'll spell that out.
Yes, please.
ITH
Mhm.
space DREPNIK.
Okay.
So it should.
Yep, got it.
Okay. Does anybody speak Draconic?
I do not.
No.
Okay. Nope. All right. And then for you, Zenthir, the last item that you guys actually stumble upon that seems to be of any real use to you guys is a small case containing four flasks. And if you pop a cork off of one of the flasks,
Mm-hmm.
you smell what smells like almonds.
Oh, it's
So,
Mito's
with our
favorite.
previous knowledge, those are potions of healing.
You got it.
4 potions of healing.
But I will say this: they smell stronger than previous.
4 potions of greater healing.
Since there's not actually a variable on the healing,
Mm-hmm.
these are effectively 4 potions bottling the power of a Cure Wounds spell cast at levels with the 2nd level spell slot. So
Okay.
2d8 plus 4.
2d8 plus 4. Okay. Cool.
Alright. That's all that you're able to find that seems of value in the room.
Alright.
Now with that in mind, what are you guys going to do? The guards were coming at you when you rushed to see Mayor Thent, and now Mayor Thent won't be found when you come crawling out of the ground.
Well, we can't do anything just sitting around in here. We're gonna have to survey what happens when we come out of the hole in the ground.
Before we leave, my allies, or I should say friends at this point, hold out your hands for a moment.
Why?
Yes.
I hold up a few gold coins. I'm going to split this evenly with each of you.
Alright.
I'll oblige.
Okay.
So whatever 90 gold divided by 4 is.
Yeah, I'll do the math for that after we're done.
Yeah.
Alright.
And really quick, Shane.
Hmm?
You said there were martial weapons in there. Is there a warhammer?
Yes.
That's the only thing I'll take.
One-handed warhammer.
Are there any bows or crossbows?
No.
No.
No
okay.
ranged weapons. They seem to have been damaged or destroyed.
Okay.
I'll be taking a long sword or whatever the elvish weapon proficiency gives me, but I'll have to look through the book.
Okay. Anyone wanting to take any of the armors?
I'll be taking armor as well, but I'm not sure. I think I have all light armor, so probably studded leather, I believe.
Okay.
I have it up if you want. Yeah, the best light armor is a studded leather.
Shane, can you see if it's just light armor warlocks are proficient with?
You also have proficient with longsword, by the way. But the longsword is a versatile weapon, so it is not a finesse weapon if you need that.
That's wizard. Here's warlock.
I'll have to look through it. Are warlocks proficient in medium armor?
No,
No.
light armor only.
Only light.
Okay, thank you. So studded leather for me.
Okay, so that's 12 plus dex.
Is there any more studded leather in there?
Yes, like I said, there's a slew of them. There are probably about 30 bodies out there, and you don't know how many more may have been eaten
And
by
it
the zombies in the
Was
process.
what 12 plus dex?
Yes.
So that takes me up 1.
And chainmail is the sturdiest thing that was in there.
Yes, chainmail, which is 16.
Yeah, I already have that, so I don't need it.
I'll need to look at what the Eladrin gives me. For
Yeah,
weapons, I think it's just longsword, but
Yeah, I
I
didn't
won't
bring
use
that
it
book
for
over
this.
here.
and it's in my car.
Alright, well,
What
I'll
book
look
is
at
it?
later.
the DMG.
Yeah.
Oh, is it in the DMG?
Yeah, the Eladrins are in the DMG. Alright, so, you guys have your treasure?
Yes.
Your first little treasure hoard? How was it?
I only had to die for it. Literally.
You did not die, you were unconscious.
There are teeth marks on my face.
Yes, you are much improved.
Remind me to feed you whatever I let or made Baldric drink back at that inn.
Alright, so, you guys leave the ground?
Hmm.
Okay. And you're done.
Hey, Jane.
Alright.
Oh, it reset my health for some reason.
Yeah, because it doesn't actually move the images. We have to actually. It's in each one is its own square.
Yep, it's all good. I remember my health, so.
Why does it look like I'm missing a player?
I'm under the thing still.
Okay.
Evan got hit by the door on the way out.
Alright. Then please move your character out of the way. Thank you. Makes it easier on me.
Okay.
As you approach, you hear quite a bit of noise in and around the city.
Mm-hmm.
Some screaming, some yelling. Hear several the sound of several women crying and bawling.
Oh, my fans, they must miss me so much in this town.
Well, that does not sound good.
I'm gonna go ahead and go in the house and make sure it's still clear.
There are actually a couple people looking for the mayor. Couple human people screaming about, "Where's the mayor? Where are our children? Where are our children?"
Hey, there was a spell going on and everyone's been released from it.
Where's my husband?
Are they in the house?
A couple people are actually in the house, yes.
Wow, they beat down the door. Nice.
Enough people get together.
Yeah. Oh,
Or they
I'm
just
at-
jumped in through a window, Evan.
There's not a whole lot of windows.
Either way, nice.
Glass isn't exactly common, and it's very expensive, so.
Yeah.
People kind of ignore you.
I think we
Dude,
should just
that's-
leave, guys.
Let's just go.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out, peek my head out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure there's no guards around.
There are plenty of guards around. In fact, one of them is one that you recognize as one coming by. And he is missing an arm. And he seems to be shambling.
Shambling is in like zombie shambling or just like injured shambling?
Yes? He walks past you guys and doesn't acknowledge you.
Excuse me? So he just ignores me completely?
He groans. It's like he's acknowledging you, but he is actively like in a lot of pain,
Mhm.
almost as if something is twisted about him. Do you like run in front of him? Do you try and turn him around?
Nope.
Hey Bard, you can probably do something about that.
No, I'd rather not get my hands on something like that.
If
I
no one
prefer-
stops him after a couple seconds, he keeps walking.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay a little skittish and make sure that we get out of town.
There's one of the bastards! And an elf runs up and slices off the other arm, and the human falls. The human guard falls dead.
We need to leave, like, now. I mean, we got the gems, we can please the Dryad.
What bastards?
What's going on?
Oh, for the love of...
You!
Me? Him?
He's pointing at Zenthier.
Yes.
You, why aren't you with me? These filthy humans have been murdering elven people.
Oh dear.
And he turns and he begins to charge at a human woman who's just sitting there crying.
Yeah, I'm not letting that happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge in as well.
Dr. Zoidberg to the rescue!
Yeah, I'm gonna charge up here with flail ready and just glare.
Now what, and assuming he stops when a group of people runs in front of him, what are you on about?
He begins screaming in Elvish.
Uh-huh.
I speak Elvish.
That's
Oh,
nice.
what?
You can understand. I am not going to actually scream.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
He begins almost hyperventilating as he speaks, saying how the humans have been taking the merchants that have been coming to this town to trade and killing them, sending back ghouls in disguise,
Mm-hmm.
blaming the humans for everything. He had come here. He has no idea how long ago to investigate, and then he just started living here, and he has no idea how or why it happened.
And you're saying all the humans are involved in this?
Sweet cakes, you think you're a little wrong there.
Because it may have not been everybody.
He is not capable of seeing reason at this point.
Okay. I am speaking to him in Elvish.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He is not capable of seeing reason at this point.
Baldric, you're going to need to knock this man out for a minute.
If you say that, he immediately begins to attack.
Okay. He hits
Doesn't-
me.
18 hit you. Okay.
He mad.
Take 3 points of damage as he whips a dagger out.
There it is. Oh, I didn't want to have to do this.
Oh, such a calm reaction to being stabbed.
That hurt. Baldric,
I am convinced.
Stop
Baldric?
doing this stupid thing. Sorry, it's just my mouse gets stuck sometimes. So yeah, I'll move forward and I'm gonna do a manual roll here for just a straight-on war-forged fist to his face.
Hey, you're
19.
gonna hit. It's a D3 for
D3?
all of this.
Okay. Let's see. This does that. Nope. Okay.
Or just do a D4 minus 1, I guess.
No.
No, it just doesn't have a graphic for it. So I did it.
Did it? Oh, cool.
Hey, you. Were you
So
going for lethal or non?
Non-lethal, so 3 plus. I have a +3 to strength modifier, so that adds in 6.
He has fainted.
as I turn to the human woman and say, "What is going on?"
And say, "Rah, rah, 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 rah."
I'm gonna tie him up.
She begins bawling, saying that her child disappeared, walked out of town, walked towards the forest. I know not if it was the elves or if it was some other fey creature. All of our children are gone.
Oh, damn that mayor. He had everybody here under a spell. I don't think we can do anything to quell the unrest here. We need to leave. Before we get caught up in more. What say everybody else?
That was my plan from the get-go, and then you two, or three, turned around and came over here.
More information is always helpful. You should stay away from any elves right now. Myself, obviously, not included. They appear to be quite mad.
I'm at least half related. Hopefully they won't be completely angry with my kind.
I hand her the note that I found earlier. I don't know if you can read, but find someone who does if you can.
What note?
I found a note earlier.
I don't know about you three, but I'm gonna stick around and make sure no innocents get hurt.
But
That
Baldric,
would
there
be
could
this
be
entire town.
there could be children in the forest that we need to save.
Yes.
There
Salazar
could also
has a
be people
fantastic
here
point.
we could help now.
You ought to individually help the entire town, tie up everybody and keep them away from each other?
I can try. I'm just gonna walk off at this point and go try to find people. Make sure nothing else crazy's happening.
Oh boy.
We don't have time for this. Let's go.
Too late.
They'll work it out themselves.
They will kill each other.
I'm just gonna keep walking around until you tell me something weird's happening.
Oh, okay. So, as you do so, human shopkeep to your left is unconscious on the ground.
I'm gonna check on him and make sure he's not actually dead.
He's still breathing. He's got a very shallow wound to the back of his head.
Does he have anything in his shop that I could make into a basic bandage just to put on it?
He sold food.
So no.
Yeah, put some
Alright,
bread
I'll
on the
take-
back of his head.
No. There's another human man who seems to be currently tossing up an apple while he's eating something else.
I'm going to go ahead and rip off a little bit of my clothing to make a makeshift bandage. A part that's particularly not soiled in zombie blood, because that'll be bad.
Okay. You see another human guard come around the building, and he begins walking. He is also staggering.
Mm-hmm.
He staggers into the other man, and they both kind of just fall over at that point.
Anything appear to be wrong with them?
The human guard is missing his tongue. This looks like the one that has been welcoming you into the town. The man, on the other hand, seems to have been hamstrung.
And he was just walking around eating?
He was walking around eating. Now that something knocked him over,
Mm-hmm.
he
Well, he
seems
seemed unconcerned with being hamstrung.
he seemed unconcerned until he was knocked over.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost as if the last little bits of the spell had worn off, and he begins screaming.
Oh dear. Veldrick, I do not think there is anything further we can do here. This place is chaos. I do not want us to become more victims.
Falavor.
What? What do you want, Baldric? We need to leave.
Go find that dwarf that healed you.
He could be anywhere in this town by now.
Then find him.
We need to leave.
We need to leave this town.
Then leave. I'll help.
There's
You're
nothing to
coming with
help.
us, Baldric.
The elf archers actually start approaching you. Their bows are not drawn, but they have them at the ready. They begin speaking quickly in Elven.
Mhm.
Brother, do you know what has happened here?
I respond back, it appears a spell has broken over the city. The mayor was a worshipper of, what was the,
Demigorgon.
of Demigorgon. He met with a Tragican about an hour ago. I don't know what spell he had over this city, but it appears to have worn off and everything has been drawn into chaos.
The one that spoke to you kind of looks at you with wide eyes. It seems all of us had been affected. Our brothers are knocking out those who are attacking the rest of the townfolk and trying to get everyone consoled and
Yes, we've done some of the same, but there's very little we have been able to accomplish, aside from the tragic end of the mayor.
well, if we have you to thank for releasing the bonds, then you definitely have my gratitude and that of the rest of the people of the elves here. You can see some of the other elves are actually now walking around town, and they seem to actually be moving people back into homes. People are being tied up, and you don't actually have to hunt for him because you are able to hear a dwarf start yelling, and as he walks through the town, anybody who seems to act aggressively towards anybody is immediately knocked down.
Meanwhile, I turn back to Baldric and you don't speak Elvish, do you, Baldric?
No.
Okay, I tell you, the elves have begun restoring order to town. The archers are no longer under the spell and are beginning to calm those who can be calmed and quarantine those who cannot.
Zenthir, can you ask if there's anywhere that we can rest for the night?
By the time this has all been said and done, this is probably at about 3 o'clock. Heading out now would probably be foolhardy.
Yeah. Okay. I do.
The elf responds back to Baldric. You may use any of the guardhouses. Those are going to be the places that are going to be best protected at this point, and also allow you some measure of peace while we try and get the town put back together.
I do mention to him that there is a shrine located under the mayor's house in the approximate location, and that it is trapped and they need to be careful.
He actually curses pretty foully at this point, and says, "We will send word to the capital as well as to the treetops for clerics to come purify the land."
Yes, that will be most necessary.
They seem to be very upset, actually acting how they're supposed to be acting, as opposed to being like overtaken by either emotion or being overtaken by rage.
Yeah.
Most elves, as I'm sure you're aware, tend to have some sort of protection against charm and stuff like that.
Right.
There's also a dead woman in that barn over there, stable. Just heads up.
Madame, there are many dead men and women here today.
Just thought I'd warn you. Damn it.
Well, you two that don't seem to want to help, you can go into the guard barracks and sleep. I'm gonna continue to help this town. I'm gonna ask the elves, is there anything you need that I can do to help?
They look at you and they assess your physical capabilities and they say, "We do mean that there are a lot of bodies. If you could help gather them and set them someplace out of the way so that when people are calm enough, we can begin the process of identifying and giving proper burial."
Of course. And I'll go off to do wherever they point me to.
Okay. If you're going to help, that's not an issue. Anyone else going to help?
No.
Nope, I'm moving off to the barracks.
I'll probably talk with the elves more and see if there's anything I can do at this point, since there is now an organized structure.
One of the elves actually walks off with Baldric, and he actually begins helping. It's a distasteful job, but he's going to keep doing it. The one that you're speaking with says we need people who can help move those distressed either towards the inn or towards the barracks where we have some of the elders that are staying to help protect everybody. Some of the elders actually gathered together in the barracks and took out any of the guards that turned against them after the spell lifted.
Very well, I can assist with that.
Okay. There's no roles necessary. This is all just kind of flavor at this point. Meha and Falavor go into the guardhouse. They do suggest that you guys go into the one to the southeast, which is where my red circle is.
Don't see it. Where is it?
There it is, okay.
I'm sorry, southwest. I'm retarded.
Yeah, I was looking in the southeast. I was like, where is this? You got it. I will head that way.
You're passing by some women, some guards and stuff that all appear to be knocked out. Or in the case of like the human guard that's missing his tongue, the half-elf guard seems to actually be dead.
Pity of
And-
Mike.
The number of dead and or mutilated guards equals the number of assassins that you guys have killed.
Okay.
Which is 4.
Okay.
The rest of the day goes by. The town's not overly large, so you're able to find everybody and set them off along the northern portion in front of both the blacksmith and mayor's house, and a couple of the elven archers actually stand near them to defend them through the night.
Okay.
Any of the dwarf guards are actually still up, and they have each taken one of the entrances of the town as their defensive points.
Mhm.
All right, so the day goes by the night goes by uneventfully. There's still crying that you can hear somewhat through the town, but thanks to Zenthir and the elves helping everybody get to someplace relatively safe, or getting them to a point where they can, be talked to, it looks like the town's going to, be put back to rights.
Are there any civilians in the one that me and Miha went into?
No, none of the guardhouses are have civilians sent to them.
Okay.
They're specifically put together with other civilians, either in the barracks or the inn, so that they have people nearby that they can relate to.
Okay.
Do you need me to pay attention to something over there, Zenthir?
No, sorry, I just clicked for too long.
Okay. It is now 9:15. This is as good a place as any for us to stop. The next portion of the game will actually have us heading into the forest.
And that session will be on the 16th. Hopefully somebody doesn't get sent off to Germany this time.
I'm sorry.
Damn it, Mika.
Now, as that goes along, for my players, did you guys enjoy it tonight?
Oh yeah,
I did.
especially that room.
I'm glad you liked the work I put into it.
We need to buy Shane some expansion packs. Give him more tile sets.
Yes, the more of those I have, the better I can make the maps.
Yep.
Really, what I need more than anything, though, are monsters.
Monster packs.
Yeah, because what I find is either so blah that I don't feel right putting it onto the map I work really hard, or it's got a white border and I can't use it.
Yeah.
Wait, what's a white border mean?
There's a white
it's like a
background
picture
too.
that has a white background. So now instead of having the great green background or the concrete background,
Oh,
It's a
okay.
white square. Yeah.
that's a white square where the monster's standing.
Okay, I see what you're saying now.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna work on XP. The game is officially over at this point.
Alright.
So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream.
There you go.